Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So just the other week, we had a little heart-to-heart discussion on our second location here, running our ASIC mining shed. We have one shed here and one back at my house. This is my electrician's property. We went ahead and renovated this shed back behind me. If you guys want to see the entire series, I have a full 20 episode series on renovating this shed, taking it from a standard vinyl shed with lawn and garden equipment and turning it into my own personal ASIC mining Bitcoin shed. But just the other week, we did a video talking about some challenges with this shed that we have going on right now. Not right now, but that will be coming down the road as the weather gets warmer. And we had two issues really. The biggest issue was up top here, we had some pocketing occurring of heat, and we could see it within the app. And the app that I have, you know what? Why don't we not even get into it? Let's just go ahead in the shed and I'll explain it in a quick 2 minutes, and then I'll tell you guys my upcoming solution, because as Iron Man says, we're back in R&D mode.
Today's video is sponsored by the team over at Maximiners.com. With crypto mining hardware prices at all-time lows, it's important to find a company you can trust for your ASIC purchases. The team at Maximiners.com is here to help. Carrying some of my favorite brands like Bitmain, Jazzminer, Goldshell, iPolo, WhatsMiner, Ice River, and many more. In the current bear market, every dollar counts. Maximiners.com is a great place to start shopping for your next ASIC purchase with their competitive prices. Offering convenient payment methods like Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Apple Pay, and Google Pay. Looking to purchase an ASIC miner but can't run it at home? Maximiners.com has you covered with hosting in Dubai, Paraguay, Norway, and even the United States. Finally, need your miner ASAP? Maximiner.com has you covered with 2 to 4 day shipping right to your home. Go check out Maximiners.com today via the link in this video's description down below.
All right, so let me show you here first the intake side. So here's our intake side. We have a variety, what do we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 gable vents that have a filter behind it. The vents above it here are just straight through vents to allow more airflow to pass through. We're gonna be talking a lot about intake when we get inside, because this entire wall is gonna go ahead and get changed and swapped around. Because the pocketing that we mentioned, and we'll show more inside, is happening right up here, but it's affecting the entire shed. Let's walk around to the other side here and we'll take a look on the exhaust side. So we have 4 AC Infinity T14 fans, and these fans do roughly about 1,500 CFM each. So that'll give us a total here of 6,000 CFM. And actually, before we step inside, I'm gonna talk out here because it's significantly quieter. So the entire shed is built like a wind tunnel. The air comes through on this side, gets sucked in using negative pressure from our exhaust fans on this side. And our ASICs, you guys are gonna see in a minute, all exist right here in the middle. Intake on this side, exhaust on this side. Now, this is an A-frame shed. And while this worked out awesome, because I didn't have to go and buy this shed, I'm in partnership with my electrician on this shed here. This was a free shed that we could go ahead and use. I even talked about buying a shed and sticking it on the property here to hang out with the birds. But what is occurring is the air is coming through and the ASICs are making so much heat. We're about 10 ASICs right now. Not all of the air is getting sucked out by these shutter fans. And because the shutter fans are here, the ASICs are over here. So the heat is rising, pocketing up here, and then it's affecting coming down to the right-hand side, which is our intake. Now, we're in the, it's like February, whatever, mid-February. So the temperatures are fine, but come spring and summer, that's really going to affect things. And when I built this, it was, I didn't have 10 ASICs. All right, so it's much, much louder in here. So I'm going to try to talk as loud as I can. I apologize for the mics. So I'm using to monitor my temperatures these Govee sensors. I love these things. They're wireless sensors. I have one here, one there, one over there, one over there. I got one on the wall over there, and which has helped out a ton, I got one up there in the peak of the roof. So let me give you guys a quick just quick 60-second tour, and then we'll dive into my plans. So we got our ASICs right here in the very center. They are facing towards us, so this is the intake side. Exhaust goes out that side. Spinning around here, that's a workstation. There's the back ass side of our intakes. There's the blue filters we talked about. Our network setup. Our network is buried underground to the house here. We have a 150 amp sub panel right here. We are using 80% of this, which is the safe bet. Future plans for that coming, hopefully we'll see. We have our PDUs, which is our Altair Tech PDUs, as well as our meter boxes over here to manage all of our electric. And then on the back side, I'm gonna stand off to the side here. It's a little bit quieter. Here are those T14 AC Infinity shutter fans. They're paired, wire up to, they have a controller there, and it monitors the temperature and adjusts the shutter fan speeds. So that's our quick tour. So let's walk through this. Our heat's coming in, going through sorry, let's start over. Our cold air is coming in, going through our ASICs, coming out the other side. Now, those fans are lower down, you see that? So ASICs that are here, or ASICs that are here, that heat has to get pulled downward, which is not natural, right? Nature of the beast here. So we have the 6,000 CFM here sucking it out. We have heat that is escaping, rising, and going upwards. And then what naturally is going to happen is it's going to get pulled back down. How I'm determining this is that sensor up there has a 5-degree difference between that one and the one down here. And our intake wall is warmer than outside pretty significantly. Our intake wall is not as cold as what I would like it to be on the outside ambient temperatures. So what are we gonna do?
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt your video, but check this out. So many of you guys over the last 12 months have reached out to me looking for trustworthy ASIC repair services in the United States. And I didn't really know any because I never really needed one until my Bitmain Antminer L7 hashboard died. And I started to look into it. I chatted with Bitmain, and I needed to go ahead and spend a fortune to send it overseas. And who knows when I was going to get it back because I heard nightmares of it taking months and months and months. Well, I decided to start doing my research stateside, and I found a company, and I went ahead and sent it out to BT Miners. And well, they shipped it back to me within 3 weeks, had it repaired, gave me a full run-up of exactly what happened, all for $300. And well, after that, we talked and they decided to sponsor this segment. So I'm thrilled to say that if you need a stateside repair service, go over and check out BT Miners. All right, back to the video.
So first off, we need to increase our surface area of our intake. So one idea was to remove the entire plywood wall and the vents, leaving the 2x4s, and doing chicken wire on the outside against the 2x4s, doing a massive wall of intake, just all the filters, just all filters, and then doing a 2x4 on top and chicken wire on top. That would create this entire wall to be intake. And my electrician was cool with it. He lives here. But it is a neighborhood. I want it to look, not stand out too much, especially with some bright blue filters. So my plan, there are a few other shed miners out there I talked with. We're going to be removing these filters and these filters. And there are filters out there that will go floor to ceiling that will fill this area. And we're going to use the cubbies here. And that's going to give us much larger surface area. So we're going to replace all of this here with these new filters. And also, it's like a, what is that called? It's pretty much a gable vent that we're going to have here. But we're going to go the entire wall with these gable vents to increase our surface area. Is it a lot of work? Oh my gosh, yes. But we need it. And why do we need it? Well, these are T14 shutter fans. They do, as I said, 1,500 CFM each. We are replacing each of these with an AC Infinity T20. The T20, it'll take us from 1500 to 3500. So we're going to increase this pretty significantly running all the way through here. So you got your 3500, 3500 right there, 7,000 plus another 3,500. So we're gonna have about 14,000 CFM. So we're gonna go from 6,000 to 14,000. And you can't just, this is negative air pressure. You can't suck to, like if you didn't upgrade your intake, it would be like the entire shed is breathing through a straw because there isn't enough airflow through. So every time you increase your airflow sucking outward, this applies, guys, to your basements, your garages, wherever you guys are mining, you gotta have the intake to support it. So we need this entire wall pretty much. So that's kind of my game plan right now. Now, that doesn't address the second issue, which is heat, the design of the shed. A lot of you guys had said, well, put a roof in, put a roof in, put a roof in, and I could, but we're still gonna have heat soak, right? So I had a few people recommend this and I love the idea. Let's walk outside real quick and I'll show you. So look up here. You see that vent? That vent, we're gonna replace, same style, but what I'm gonna do is AC Infinity has inline fans. They almost look like those turbines. We're gonna stick one inline fan right up here that sucks the air that's getting trapped in the peak right out. And those inline fans do 800 CFM. I'm then gonna do another one right over here and suck that hot air out. So as the heat rises to the pocket we're calling up top here, it's gonna get sucked out to the left and right, never having that opportunity to recirculate down. So anything that doesn't get caught by our T20s is gonna rise up and get sucked out by the inline fans that we're gonna put up here. So that's kind of my game plan. That's what we're gonna do. That's kind of where my head's at. I love your thoughts. I think my biggest challenge is the intake wall. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be easier to do the chicken wire and maybe we do like a white filter so it doesn't look as bad. Let's go outside. As I'm sitting here talking, oh my gosh, it's so much quieter out here. As I'm sitting here talking through it, the computer is right over here in that corner, the electrical panel's over there. As I'm sitting here talking through it, I'm like, would it benefit me more to do this filter wall? Damn, look what you guys did. So that's something that I'm thinking about, is cutting that out. So what if I cut out just where the vents are, like through here? We cut that out. We did chicken wire. We did maybe a white filter. Maybe that would look decent. A white filter all the way across. Something lightweight, like a fiberglass or something. And then we do chicken wire on top of it. And the chicken wire is to hold the filter in place. Not really, I mean, I guess it gives us a little bit of security too, which would work out well. Chicken wire inside, chicken wire filter, chicken wire outside. And that would give us a massive amount of airflow. I don't know. What do you guys think? All right, guys, so I rambled on, but I'm excited. I'm excited to get back into this kind of construction mode. I love this types of stuff. As much as I enjoyed, kind of going through the last 6 months or so and things, I love building out setups like this, which is a lot of fun. But there's no roadmap for this. There's no instruction guide for this stuff, especially as a home miner. So if you guys have feedback, you guys have recommendations, I'd love to hear about it. I tried my best to yell while in there. It is tough. I do apologize if you guys couldn't hear everything that I was saying, but that's kind of our game plan. I got the T20s already on the way. I got the inline fans, the S8s from AC Infinity on the way as well. I need to order the vents for up top. Where's my finger? Holy cow. For up top here. I'm going to order new ones, just put new clean ones in. And I do need to go ahead and spec out everything for the intake wall. So that's really where you guys can help me. So leave your comments down below. I'll keep you guys updated. And I plan to do this in the next few weeks to prepare for spring, because spring is right around the corner. Well, guys, that's it for today. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Comment down below. I'll see you guys next time.